When I came to university, like 17, it's kind of weird to like already know that you're gonna be in debt for a while, but it's also kind of something that a lot of people have to do, so it doesn't seem too crazy.
Clarkson is only at the beginning of her university education, but she's already had to take out about $10,000 in student loans. The first year Dalhousie University student says the debt is on her mind, but she's not too worried about it right now.
Like I know that I'm gonna get a job after and gonna be paying that off.
Last year, Statistics Canada surveyed people who graduated in 2020 to see how they're doing with employment, debt, and other factors. By the time the survey was conducted, only 1/5 of Nova Scotia bachelor's degree graduates in 2020 had paid off their student debt. That was the lowest rate out of all provinces. Georgia Selesky is an Acadia University graduate who still has student debt. 2 years after graduating, they have about $30,000 left to pay off.
I have aspirations to go back to school and pursue a master's degree, but I simply can't take on any more debt.
Selesky is also the executive director of Students Nova Scotia. They say tuition has risen as government funding for post-secondary institutions has fallen. Selesky says the province needs to reverse that trend so students aren't left holding the burden of keeping the doors open.
I think it's deeply concerning that we're pricing our own students in Nova Scotia out of an education, and just as concerning that we're relying on out-of-province students and international students to make up for that.
In Dalhousie University's latest 2024 to 25 operating budget, for example, provincial grants make up about 42% of the university's revenues. That's down about 5% from 4 years ago. Selesky says things like inflation and the lack of affordable housing are making things even more challenging for post-secondary students.
As somebody who grew up in Nova Scotia and loves Nova Scotia, it certainly makes me question my ability to continue to live here. The cost of living is exceedingly high.
In 2020, people who graduated with a bachelor's degree in Nova Scotia had an average of more than $39,000 in debt. That was the second highest after PEI. Andrew Lamb, CBC News, Halifax.